My name is Cole, and today we have a very special interviewee coming on. If you're a BSM student or a part of the staff, you'll definitely know who this is. He was born and raised in Beijing, China. He enjoys dancing to Trouble by Taylor Swift on his free time. He bangs out to that. And he is a BSM superfan for 5 sports teams, which is I don't think it's ever been done before. So this is a BSM accomplishment right here. Welcome, Andie Jia. Thanks for coming on, Andie.
Welcome, pleasure.
No problem. So you heard me state in the intro that you're quite the big BSM superfan, and I just wanted you to dive in, maybe give us a rundown on what it looks like to be a superfan for not only one team, but 5 teams. I don't think I've ever heard of that. And you've got to do posters. You're doing a lot of stuff. So tell us how that is.
So just before I came to the United States, I know like the USA is a big country for sports. For the more sports topic I know, the more friends I can make during the lunch. We can just talk more stuff about it.
Yeah.
And let's start from girls soccer because like I played soccer before and I have passion on the sport because it's really competitive and just have crush it just really good. And for this season, our girls soccer did a really good job on their season record. Last year we went to state. This year we did also good too. Like I make them poster, go to the game, cheer them on, taking pictures, but like same as boys soccer.
For your posters, by the way,
Yeah.
how long would it take to make one?
About if I want to draw like a night head, about like 40 minutes.
40 minutes. And I just want to pop one on the screen right there. You'll
Yeah.
see we'll pop one up on to see. I mean, there are detailed posters. I've seen them at the sporting events. Like, my gosh, they look good. So 40 minutes per poster.
Yeah, because the athletics they need support.
They need support.
Yeah, because some of our team they don't have much fan. It's just like girls hockey. They're really, really good team, but like just nobody came to the game.
Mm-hmm.
And for what I know, like the minis, so all like upper Midwest say they love play hockey.
The Upper Western.
Yeah, like upper Midwest, like South the Dakota, North Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Wisconsin,
Dakota,
Illinois.
Minnesota, Iowa.
Yeah.
Illinois.
So like the more I know hockey, so like if I choose to go to the UFM or Penn State or like something like New York, like upper upper 48 state, I have something to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
For the spring, so like lacrosse. For lacrosse, like a new sport I'd never done it before. But now I get the opportunity just to know what is lacrosse and how they're gonna play. But after that is they're
lacrosse season that's coming up, right? That's
they're like come in like March or April or something.
March or April, yeah.
And they're pretty same as a hockey.
Same as hockey, just like on a field.
Yeah,
it's like there's not much difference.
More like a field hockey. Yeah.
Nah. And by the way, I want to just state, I've heard you cheering in the stands. Have you ever lost your voice? Come on.
For last year, because I'm had the voice, but this year was like.
You think you did? I mean, because you're like those vocal cords. I worry about them.
For this year, because like my voice is getting less like worse from like because I cheer.
Because you cheer loud.
Yeah, but
my
now
gosh.
just, like, I can't just if I cheer loud, my voice we're just gonna broken. But like this
kind of broken.
That's its fact. But like there was like a more thing just affect my voice because like. As a senior year, I've been applying for college, just testing all of stuff, keep my grade up, just lots of stress just coming out, so maybe just make me feel just like stressful. So that's probably like the reason I think.
Yeah, and so you formerly lived in China. How many years ago?
Well, I came to the U.S. In 2016, about like 4 years ago.
4 years ago.
Yeah.
And when you first came here, I bet it was very weird to adapt to our culture. It wasn't normal, right?
Yeah, but just very very huge culture differences.
Mm-hmm.
Just feel everything just weird, awkward. Cause like,
What
yeah.
What's the top three cultural differences? Like, what are we talking about in specific?
Well, it was like for at a meal, like a table
Mm,
dinner.
dinner.
It's just like when like the when like the mom or dad they're there try to just said we can just get the food.
They
Yeah, so like we can't just take the food just before they before they come in to serve.
Oh, so in China you had to wait, and they'd serve you, or is that what you're saying?
Because like in China, it's like every time in the meal, like they did everything for us.
They did everything for
So
you.
for me just to eat,
Mm-hmm.
but for here, I have to
You have to
put
get
the
your own.
forks, knife, the plate on the table. I have to
Mm.
serve by myself. So I have to do everything on my own.
Mm-hmm. And did you guys have forks and knives in China, or were you mainly
We use a
chopsticks?
chopstick, but like
Chopsticks.
only some restaurant eat like the steaks, burgers, they have forks,
Mm-hmm.
but mainly they're used to chopsticks.
Okay.
And there's number two,
Number two, here.
the transportation.
Transportation.
In China, there are like the subway, underground, public bicycle, or like the train, like a bus. They're everywhere. But in the U.S., exception for the Los Angeles, New York,
New York City,
Chicago,
Chicago.
you can hardly find like a very fast, frequent
Mm.
transportation like a bus.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but here in Minneapolis, did a really good job on their metro transit. But like, it's like if you're living like ever like Edina, like Minnetonka,
Yeah.
like Maple
You have to
Grove,
drive in a car
I have to take the Uber instead
or
of
the
it.
Uber. Yeah.
Because there's no buses over there.
There's no buses.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was harder
Yeah,
for you.
really hard.
Hard.
For like the difference number three,
Number three.
and like when you eat at a restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
you make it the tips.
Tips. Did you
Yeah.
not tip in China?
No, they
No.
never gave the tips. Because the people in China, they may just think, oh, the waiters should be served for me because I pay here. I pay the money for here. I'm gonna eat here. They
Mm.
should be served for me.
Yeah. So what?
Well,
You
but
don't have to
like
pay them for
I
their
just
service.
think like because like they devote their time to help you guys. Maybe just give some like a little appreciation about it, about like $1 or like $2.
Mm-hmm.
That just not a big deal.
What about like $20?
$20.
20.
That's depend if you love this restaurant very
Mm.
very much.
Very
Then
much.
you could just go for it. Otherwise, maybe just $5 $10. That's is probably just like yeah.
Yeah. But tips, that just wasn't a regular norm in China.
No, because people don't think
No.
everything. They just think it's come naturally.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, just think, oh, if I go to the restaurant to eat, they have to serve me because they work here. They have to serve me. But like, I don't think so because like they devote their time, so you have to just give them like a simple like mental support
Mm.
because they have to deal with like also like the customers, maybe some like a rude. They're just they just withstand just a lot of pressure. Like if they can't cope with this like smoothly,
Mm-hmm.
they may get fired.
Right.
That is a problem. But like
That
people,
is a problem.
well, yeah, because like yeah, we gotta give them more support, like make them feel more comfortable. Yes, I feel good. I can work here. Yeah.
Yeah. And so the music, I just want to touch on that. I know the music in America, like we have Taylor Swift. Like there's no one like Taylor Swift in China, right? Is there?
Well, I don't know about like the area about like music, but like music like in China we are just mainly into Korean, Japanese,
Korean.
or Chinese singer. Like
Do
a
you have
few of
those?
us,
Do you
like
have their songs on your playlist right now?
Yeah, I'm Taylor Swift and like at Mariah Carney or something.
Mm.
And
Uh,
and and do you know like the song name like Yesterday Once More?
I feel like I do. Yesterday once more.
Yeah. For
Could you give me like a what that sounds like? What does that sound like? Could you sing like a?
every shalala, every yeah, it's kind of like this.
That was a good time, by the way.
Yeah.
I like that. Do you think you'll go into music? Maybe be an artist?
Oh, maybe no, but like
No. What if that?
just to be like the musician
Mm.
and the artistic review, just
Mm.
to review everything. But like I may not just be an artist or like musician, but like
Yeah.
I
Do you play
just
any
have.
instruments?
I played the violins before, but I stopped it 5 years ago because I don't have many time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you just saying that was the song. Just to recall that song is called
Yesterday was
"Yesterday
more.
Was Born." And another song you like was "Trouble." What's if you could sing the chorus of "Trouble"? What is that? Go.
I knew you were trouble when you walked in. Shame on me now. I flew be to places I've never been. There's a flame of me. I knew you were trouble when you walked in. Yeah, that's it.
That's
all.
good.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that. My voice doesn't reach that pitch. But yeah, Taylor Swift, she's good. So, I wanted to go back to kind of the BSM experience here. Um, I know you're good you have good grades, right?
Oh, like 3.58 GPA.
3.58. That's good. And I know English. I assume English can be tough for you. Writing essays, maybe reading instructions for assignments. Does that
I think the
comment?
writing maybe not a big problem,
Not a
but
big problem.
reading.
Reading.
Like the literature, maybe a little bit challenging for me because like it's just intense reading. But like
Mm.
the only way to learn English better just never use a translator or just force myself to read.
Never use a
Just
translator.
Google the word I don't know, so I can know what they mean. So just don't translate. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I just won't. Otherwise, I won't learn it.
You won't learn it. Right. I mean, that's the best way to learn something is to
Yeah, and another thing, maybe
force
just
yourself.
force myself to speak to my friend. Just have some topic we can talk.
Mm-hmm.
Because like if I don't step out of my comfort zone, I just gonna get nothing.
You get nothing.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. And out of all the classes you've taken at BSM, which one stood out the most to you? Which one do you enjoy the most?
But like creative writing,
Creative writing.
with Mrs. Purse, we have a class last semester, right?
Yeah, we did class.
Yeah, it's really fun, but like just to make my English class just comfortable with that.
Yeah.
Cause like my most stressful classes are U.S. history, U.S. government, and just followed by the English.
Mm-hmm.
But only if it's just like only just like a reading basis. But like if I don't force myself to try to take those courses, I have to take it in college. So like how could deal with it in college? Because like now's the time just to build those like the skills up. I have to
increase your skills.
Yeah.
So you're good in college.
Yeah.
Of course.
And first, like the yearbook is pretty like enjoyable because like just like a sense of like responsibility because we are doing the book for the whole school, not for only myself.
Yeah.
So I have to get engaged on which page I'm doing to do just reaching out to people, doing the communication, collaboration skills, and I have to get a page done like on time.
On time.
Because like if we can't get a page on time, overpaid, so we will get the yearbook late.
We get it late. That can't happen. But you're part of the yearbook crew.
But this are in the risk of being late.
That's impressive. Wow. Yeah. I actually didn't know you're part of the yearbook crew. That's interesting. I mean, it's a well formatted book. I've seen. Last year was good, and hopefully this year.
Yeah, but this are some like situations that are not very good because like we
Ooh.
have like a 4-page series overdue. No, we're whole but they're just late.
Are people in trouble?
I don't know, but like no, the
Mm.
Justin called me that because if we can't done the book by next Monday,
Oh gosh.
the whole book gonna be late.
No. Really?
We're in the pressure like if I can't get a book by the May 20 or May 19, the whole school just gonna say, "Oh, why you guys just give me the book late?" I'm just tell the book is late because not because we are not working because you don't give me a picture, you don't collaborate with me.
They didn't collaborate.
Yeah,
Jeez.
because you didn't give me a picture. What I can
Yeah.
put on the book, right?
What are we gonna do about it?
Yeah,
You need the picture. You need
Yeah.
a format.
yeah.
Jeez. Well, hopefully that doesn't. Hopefully it turns out is what I'm hoping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll just try it.
Mhm. And is photography, is that something that interests you? Because you said you have to get the pictures done. Do you have like a professional camera that you take photos with?
Just from your picture, but like, yeah, I usually just take some pictures as like a memory. If
As
I
memories.
grew up in the future, I just
Mm.
look at picture and I take before, so just call like a memory. Oh,
Memories.
I've been to this place. I know this is my friend who right.
Yeah.
Just to make like my memory, cause like I make them like a
I've seen. By the way, I've seen your Instagram. You have a lot of Instagram pictures. That's a lot of memories.
yeah.
Uh huh. And yeah, that's kind of like your photo album. Just to remember all of your experiences.
Yeah.
Do you have any past ones from um any of your schools in China? Maybe friends in China?
Yeah, but in like different app called WeChat is like a
VChat,
is like a mainly used
WeChat.
Chinese app.
Chinese app.
Yeah,
Okay.
because like we can cause
And
we
you got
have
it's like FaceTime in a way,
sort of yeah.
sort of. Okay. Yeah, I mean, VChat. There's always different ways of communication through different cultures, but yeah, that's awesome that you like taking photos and you store them. Um. So back to like your favorite classes. What has like do you want to be a writer when you're older? Do you want to be what do you want to like what's a certain profession that you want to take on? I
Maybe
think you're talking about like help like saving the environment.
yeah, maybe just like the double major by like environmental science, just
Environmental
to
science.
know about like nature, helping just to save the our world of Earth. Maybe just a maybe also major in maybe some like human maybe some like English major.
English.
Just do some writing just to just beat my English skill be like stronger and stronger.
Mm,
Yeah.
I mean, the environment where it's getting polluted. You want
Yeah,
to talk about that?
polluted like
Where
severe weather.
severe weather.
Like it's really like a heat, cold, a flood, tornado, like
Mm,
unexpected storm.
right. If you could give 3 tips to people watching this video, you could say it to them right there. Tell them 3 things they can do to better our environment and help global warming. What's 3 things they could do?
The first thing maybe just correctly
Correctly.
recycle your trash. Just
Recycle your
categorize your trash and put them in a correct boxes, correct bin.
Spot on.
Yeah, and advice number 2: try not to use a car when you're trying to just do a short this is wrong. Try to use a bicycle.
Now, real quick, I'm gonna intersect. What is the what gets too long? So, like, is it after 2 miles? Should you just use your car?
About like a 2 to 3 miles.
2 to 3 miles, then you're driving.
Yeah,
Because
because
that can be time consuming. People wanna just drive quick and back. If I want to go to the
but
gas
like
station,
only if they're not rushed. Or if they're just wanna
Yeah.
like weekend they wanna do something, maybe just do bicycle. Is that much better?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then 3.
And number three is like never ever try
Ever.
to hunt wild animals
Never. Don't.
in the forest.
In forests, yeah.
Even if you like it, the curiosity just to kill everything.
Now, what is there any animals in specific that you're against, or just all hunting, all animal
Some
hunting?
people are just they're just cutting up the trees in the forest, and then just hunting for the animals because they think they're not very common now. They're just very special.
Yeah, there's a lot of deer out there, but that doesn't give them a right to kill them, right?
Yeah, but people in China they do.
They do.
Just do for curiosity. Just do. Yeah, I like it because I say wow because this is cool.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's like kind of following a trend.
But this is like a harm for the environment, like because like they're part of our nature. Well, we can't just kill them because for no reason.
For no reason, yeah. I mean, I guess if there's an overpopulation, what do? Do you have to kill them?
Overpopulation, maybe control number of baby you can born. Maybe you can only born one baby per family, not two.
Because I mean, when you're out in the wild and you're a deer out in the wild, you can't really control the reproduction. You know what I mean?
But if you're in nature, just like a forest green, just let them go. Well, if you just cut all the grass and the tree, then they can't they can't be survived.
True, that's true. Right. Going back, okay, so we're talking about saving the earth, which is one of your something you want to do. If you had to pick one person who is, you have any like people that you look up to that make you want to help the earth? Is there like, you know what I mean? Somebody's maybe a famous influencer. I don't know, who is it? Somebody that inspires you? Is it Taylor Swift?
No, because I just watch like the Weather Channel. There are some news.
The Weather
just,
Channel.
Like the Weather Channel, there's some news just really just shocked me. But for this place is like endangered because this animal like those like species they're endangered. For that place is to have like excessive amount of rainfall.
Excessive, very excessive.
Extremely abnormally high temperature.
High temp
is maybe just like when the polar get like 45 degrees, like 80 degrees higher. Is it just insane, just abnormal?
Yeah. And now, real quickly, and we don't have to go deep in this topic if you don't want to.
Okay.
It was just a question I had. I know that you go by Andie, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know, I'm not gonna even state the name that people call you.
Yeah.
But why does that affect you? Why is that bothersome?
Well, because like here is like the United States. I try to fit in because like there's some like this stereotype between China and the America. I don't want to just like because I have.
You don't want to be known as that name.
Yeah, because I don't want just people use the name. Oh, call me some like the bully, some like Asians like the name, and I don't really like it.
You want to be called an American name to fit in like with American group.
Yeah, just to make me just more like a natural, just because I have to have a like English, like English because like I try to hide because like
hide your old culture, possibly.
But like because here's the America. If you come to the United States, you have to do what Americans do, right?
Yeah, I mean, but I don't think people will look at you different if you have a Chinese name or not. I mean, because there's tons of Chinese people that live here, right? So just a thought.
But I just want to call because like it seems more natural.
It seems more natural to you.
Yeah.
Nice. And then your last name, that doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it's mainly the first name.
Yeah.
And Andie is spelled Andie.
Yeah.
Why not Y?
Because there are too many Y's over there.
There's too many Y's.
Too many Y's all over. I'm gonna just make it. Just want to make it unique.
Unique. So IE is a unique form.
Yeah.
I'm Cole. What's a different way to spell that? COLE.
Yeah.
right now. But what's another way? KOLE? Maybe
Yeah, also yeah. But Kate,
Kate.
Catherine, they're
Mm.
all can spell with COK.
See. Oh yeah.
Catherine or Catherine.
Mm-hmm. Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's TAY. What other? Speaking of Taylor Swift, great artist. What other song? What's your second favorite song? I mean, we have Trouble. Do we have a second favorite?
No, I don't know.
No, only one song.
And maybe just others, all her song, but like can't remember the name. But like I just like.
Do you know the lyrics to another song? Yeah. So the audience knows you're a super fan. They know you're quite dedicated. But what they don't know is that you're actually a pretty committed track
Yeah.
runner. I hear
Cross country.
Cross
I'm gonna
country?
do track this for
cross country.
Yeah, for spring sport for the track. Yeah.
What do you do for cross country? What does
just
practice look like?
just like do like a hills, because cross country they're not flat.
Mm-hmm.
They're running on like more like a golf course. Golf course. So I have to do the hills, and do some like the distance running because it's like 5K, about
5K.
like a 12.5 lap over here.
Wow, 12.5 laps right around the BSM field.
Yeah.
BSM field. Wow, I mean, yeah, and I've seen you out there, and you don't get tired. You got quite you got a hefty endurance, Andy.
I have to build endurance, otherwise I can't be a cross country runner.
You have to have good endurance.
I have to have it.
And I mean, that I'm sure you have to change what you eat during cross country. Do you have to eat like really healthy food, or do you just stick with your normal diet?
Maybe just add more protein on just maybe the less fat or like less like the carb, like is it for like the sugar.
Mm-hmm. Do you plan to get swole over the summer?
No.
Like strong?
Yeah, but like what?
Like, do you plan to like lift weights over the summer?
Well, just yeah, but not like a lift, but just like training the muscle, just to maintain like a muscle.
Maintain the muscle. Yeah, it's nice to have a strong base, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I know when I'm playing sports, maybe even working out, I'm sure running. Do you plug in some earbuds?
No, because I don't.
I couldn't I don't know. I think cross country is cool, but I'd want to run with earbuds.
I just don't want to lose the earbud, because doing the sports is not like
you don't lose them.
Not like a recreational, not like a recreational. So like so this is like a race, like a formal race. Just maybe wear a headband of it.
A headband, yeah.
Oh.
Like when you're running and you're are you just thinking about what's in front of you when you're running? Are you just like, or are you like, what are your thoughts? Because I know it can get kind of like repetitive when you're going on a run.
Maybe
tell me what you're thinking. What's going on inside of your brain?
Well, if they're like a Benil runner in front of me, maybe like a 10 to 15 meters.
Are you like, I need to pass him?
I maybe just like catch with him, or maybe run like his same pace.
Like, I want to run at the same pace as you.
But if they're not like a non-BSM runner, just run past it.
If they're not a BSM runner, then you run past them.
Yeah, it just well, because if here's like two Benil player,
okay,
two Benil and two non-Benil. Perhaps this is from Edina.
Okay,
I'm here. I made two Benil people run together for 4 minutes.
So you don't want to pass the Benil people and even go faster. You just want to stay at the
because of giving them more like encouragement. But like in some cases,
you win. Like, let's say you have to win. Your coach says, "I need you to win for me, Andy."
Yeah, but like there are some cases because like we are not only rivals, we are friends. We can't just say, "Oh, you're a Edina. I hate you. You're like."
I'm sure you've made some friends from Edina.
Like it, so like
no?
Just to welcome them, just to make them, because we run, they run too.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to make them just happy about like yeah,
Now, do you suit up with those chokers on, or no?
yeah.
You're running with them on
But
on the track.
only for the short distance. For 5K, just take it off.
Take it off. And I mean, those seem quite tight around the neck. Are they tough to pull off? Do they maybe snap the neck skin?
Not too hard.
Not too hard. Yeah.
But I got a volunteer to do about like a 3:30 ish, so we can wrap this up soon. I think.
Okay, yeah. Let's definitely wrap it up. Where are you heading off to? You got to go to
I have to
Zimni?
do for RKVC.
RKVC, yeah.
To do for like Mr.
Mhm.
Zimni
Mm-hmm.
because I signed up for because I can't just not go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I want to. We ended up lightly. Yeah. I want to go back to some of your music because I thought that was cool. What music
I
you like?
want it, but I really must skip it because I really have nothing in mind here.
Oh yeah. Or Trouble by Taylor Swift.
Yeah, this is the only thing about like I really like about like now just really nothing to mind to me. Yeah. So just I have no idea.
I have no idea. Yeah. That's cool. Well, maybe we wrap it up. Maybe some last questions for. Give me a sec. Let's see. Yeah, I touched on coming from China. It must be really hard as a student. Maybe you can set that down. I don't think that mic's working. We can just use this one. It must be. Yeah. It must be like really hard as a student to deal with your. Right.
It must be deal because like I think the hard thing just to adapt the culture to like learning new language with like non-Chinese is English.
Yeah.
Everything restart. Like you have to do everything on your own.
Right.
Make anything on your own. Just you have to be independent. You have to take the responsibility. I care myself. Not everybody care yourself. So I'm the person. I need to do something for me, right?
That's great, and it's quite obvious you have. Right.
It's quite obvious because like I have to have a courage and like the firm is just I can do, then just take action. Don't be afraid of it. Just don't afraid.
How is that for you?
Was challenging, but it's just meaningful.
Got some good questions. Last one. Right.
What?
We talked about. I think the audience wants to know. Right.
What? I don't want to know what.
Yeah, I kind of ran out of questions here. I'm praying that you don't lose your voice and being a super fan. Let's have the crowd pray. Pray for Andie he doesn't lose his voice to being a super fan. And yeah, well, right.
Yeah, I be just keep hydrated, just keep my voice up, cause I be do the track and need my everything going good.
Right. Alrighty. Well, I think we got maybe like 1-2 minutes left. I think people were wondering because you picked Andie as your name. Is there any deeper meaning that goes into that name?
No, I just can't find any like.
Because rumor has it that it means android.
Cause like I can't find any name just to visit. I can't do like a name like a Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola. I like to call you Coca-Cola. I think you're a better Coca-Cola.
You think, but like I don't want to make a fancy name, but like just be normal.
Because what if someone, like honestly, I think Coca-Cola is better than Cole. Would you rather take Coca-Cola over Andie?
No, because
No.
Just
What?
Same as up north because like,
Yeah,
just take a normal name.
And so the rumor is false that Andie means android. Is that real? Are you an Android?
I don't really know, but like just pick the name because I like it.
Yeah, and just I think because the mic wasn't on, I had to have you speak. Okay, let's see real quick. With 30 seconds left, um, what you know about that Keith?
Keith? I don't know. No,
And how is that for you?
I don't know what is Keith.
Okay. Um, the song "Love So So." It's by a great artist, but well, right.
Taylor Swift, like I knew you were trouble.
Trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. And real quick, we get those. Could you sing it real quick?
I knew you were trouble when you walked in. Shame on me now. I flew me to places I've never been. I knew you were trouble when you walked in. Shame on me now. I flew me to places I've never been.
Bravo. Bravo, Andy. Thank you very much, and I'm glad I could interview.
Thank you.